Every once in a while, we see a new flat earther come onto the scene and present their video as if they are presenting some groundbreaking stuff that's going to crack the globe wide open. This is a new one that I found on TikTok the other day.
If you've been on social media for any length of time, you've probably ran into a flat earth, round earth debate.
Once or twice, I guess.
Whether it be on somebody's live or somebody has a flat earth channel and somebody has a globe earth channel.
Ooh, that one's me, that one's me.
And they're trying to prove each other wrong. Well, I think it's important to know that flat and round are not shapes.
Right.
They're characteristics of shapes. And I've said this on a previous video of mine. Why is it important? Well, a pizza can be flat and round, and a pancake can be flat and round.
Unfortunately, if you eat those, then you will not be flat, but round.
And when we find the true shape of the Earth, we don't want gaslighters saying, yes, we said it was round.
Ah, I see. I don't know any flat earth debunker that will go and say, oh, well, I said it was round, and I was actually arguing for flat earth the whole time. No flat earth debunker will say that. If you ask them, they will most likely say globe or oblate spheroid.
You know where I'm going with this.
Actually, if you watch his video, he doesn't go anywhere with this. He changes the topic.
Well, let's talk a little bit about a starting point.
We're like a minute into his video, and he's just getting to the starting point. Come on, let's go.
Where do we start with flat Earth?
All right, here we go.
The waters. Waters are level. Water finds its level in a container.
And what's the definition of level? That's right, having no part higher than another, conforming to the curvature of the liquid parts of Earth's surface. See level.
So, oceans, lakes, ponds, swimming pools, whatever, they're level. Now, you go to the beach, you look side to side at the horizon. Horizontal, horizon. You look out at the ocean. Sea level. Sea level, not sea curve.
I can play this game too. Atmosphere, not flat.
Now there's people going to say that water does curve.
Yep.
With the boat example, the boat traveling away from you, when it gets a certain distance, it disappears from the bottom up.
Like this one.
Well, that starts to happen within a half a mile. So you think there's that much curve in a half a mile?
Generally, on most days, it starts to happen about 3 miles out, and it takes some time for it to actually dip down to a noticeable degree, so you're more like 3 or 4 miles out. And yeah, that's what's predicted on a globe.
And then at the same token, you say the Earth is too big to see the curve. And looking side to side at the beach, you can't see any curve for miles and miles.
Actually, there's a super simple explanation for this. You can see further straight ahead of you than you can left to right. When you're looking left to right, you're probably only really seeing 2 or 3 miles across. But when you're looking straight, you can see much, much further. And so you can see the effects of curvature more going forward. Left to right, you'd have to have a wide enough field of view and be able to see far enough to actually see left to right curvature, and you'd have to be able to see quite a bit in order to see that. But when we're looking forward, we can see the effects of curvature much faster.
It's flat.
It's not.
So why does the boat disappear from the bottom up?
The Earth's a globe. Super simple.
It's called perspective. Merging and converging lines. That's what happens. At that distance, the ocean and the boat start to merge into one.
The problem with this is that's just not what we observe here. You can see that this boat here and the horizon here has a very, very crisp line, showing that they're not merging into one. We can see that there is a good amount of that boat still above the surface. And you can see that boat over here is the same kind of boat that we see here. This one's just further by a few miles. This one we can see all of it because it's not quite to the horizon. This one is over the horizon and it's starting to disappear. So what you're saying is that there is that much underneath the horizon being hidden by perspective? The problem is perspective doesn't work the way that he's saying. As this building goes away from you, it's not going to start to disappear bottom up unless there was something that got in the way physically to stop that light from reaching your eyes.
That's what happens.
Correct. The globe gets in the way. That's what happened.
So usually what happens on these debates when a globe believer is kind of cornered and can't argue that water is flat and level, which it is.
Level, yes, but no water has ever been recorded flat. And this flat earther knows it, and he won't show it to you.
They'll go on to something else like, well, what about the seasons? Or what about star rotations?
Yes, all really, really good points that disprove the flat earth.
We have to agree on one thing at a time.
Then why did you bring it up?
We're not moving on from this one basic solid foundation first.
I feel like I've pretty much covered it.
Then we can talk about other things. But the main thing we're trying to find here is any curvature to this realm.
Oh, there it is. Well, this has been fun. Like always, remember, flat earth is fleeting, but the internet is forever.